You guys should have reminded me earlier to record the session now, but it's all good, sure. So now, if we have gone to the like 5 minutes time frame, we'll get a confirmation there for sure. We'll get a confirmation there. And where will my confirmation be? This would have been my confirmation. You see this right here? You see this right here? This, you guys see this? This would have been my confirmation to stack. You can see these candles, this bullish candle, then we have this doji candle, and then we have this bearish candle here. This right here would
At
be
the close of it.
this right here would have been my confirmation. This was where I would have stacked. I would have entered like, let's say, 100 positions here. Yeah, this was, you can see this is zero drawdown. Zero drawdown.
Yeah.
Like no single retracement. You can see. No single retracement. So if you are stacked till that kingdom come, man, you will be in massive profit. Till you get, that's why I said I would have easily made 800 to 1,000 here. Because this is a trade I would risk. Because now you can see where price is selling from this supply zone right here. From that supply zone. So you do your analysis on the 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Then you go on your 5 minutes to get your confirmation. That would have been the trade for yesterday. My goodness, that would have been the trade for yesterday. Trust me, and you guys would be in mad profits. But nevertheless, let's still check to see if we can see other setups. To see.
I don't know. Is there like a buy? Is there like a buy showing up there?
Like a buy
opportunity.
Like a buy opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm not really seeing a buy opportunity. I mean, there was also if you had missed this sell-off from here, right? If you had missed sell-off, there was another sell-off again from here. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this POI, right? Price started selling from this POI after taking out this liquidity here. After taking out, let's use this one as our liquidity. Price took it out and then it sold off, right? Then you can see price also created another structure for us again here. Price also created another structure for us again. You can see this. Then we have this sweep of liquidity here.
Yeah.
All these are what I teach in my mentorship program. So some of you guys know it already. Then we have this liquidity here. Then you can see price came back, take out that liquidity, and then tapped into it. So you would have caught like a second sell again. Oh, goodness. How did I miss this? Although I wasn't active on the chart yesterday and the day before, so I could have easily...
That setup, I sent it around 6:45 p.m. in the evening yesterday.
Did you send it to me?
Like I sent it to that icon, the setups icon now.
Okay. In the mentorship program, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, not in the inner circle. If you had sent it to me, I would have, given it out, but I wasn't active. So let's see who get another confirmation around here, because this right here, because market will always give us a confirmation before the sell. Now, imagine you put using a this thing, what they call it, a sell limit around here. You can see your risk reward ratio. Your risk reward, I mean, your stop loss would be here, obviously. Your risk reward would be around 3, right?
Yeah.
Around 3. But now imagine you are using a confirmation to take your trade. Now let's go to the 5 minutes. Now this right here will be my confirmation. You see these 3 candles. We had this bullish candle, then we have this pullback down, this bearish candle, then we have another bearish candle following it here. So this right here will be my entry. At the close of this candle here, this will be my entry.
At the close of that doji?
Yeah, you see this third candle. Wait, let me take this out. You see this candle right here, this doji candle, right?
Yeah.
That will be my entry. So I'm stacking here. You can see it also add like just little drawdown. Little drawdown. So it just went like up. Let me take this out. It just went like up a little bit here. It went up here a little bit. So it wouldn't have even taken you out. It just went up here and then it sold off massively. Can you see?
But then, yeah, sure. But then, are you of the opinion to also wait for that doji to close at the end of 5 minutes before you start
Yes, you
thinking
need to
of
wait for 5 minutes because market can easily do something like this. It might just come down here and then maybe in the next 40 seconds for market to for the candle to close, it will just spike up. It will close above. So that's not a confirmation. So you need to wait for 5 minutes to complete. Then you can take the sell. So you can see it just went down straight. So this would have given you what? This would have been your SL, yeah. This would have been your SL. So this would have given you, let's say, 4.3 RR. But if you are using this SL and your sell limit is here, you are using that's 2.61 RR. Now imagine you are stacking from here. Imagine you are stacking from here with zero drawdown. You are good to go for that day. All right. So for those that don't know how to stack and stuff, so I keep telling you guys, if you want to stack, make sure that if you are using a $20 account, you enter as many positions as possible until you see that your margin shows around, like, let's say 35 or 40% of your total capital. So if you are risking $20, your margin should be around $8 or $7, $8, $7 or $9. Okay. So in case of drawdown,
okay,
you might just be
quick
down.
one.
Yeah.
Now you've talked about this margin. You know, whenever you're in your MT5, you would see the one written margin. You'd also see the one written free margin.
Free margin.
And you also see, is it the free margin you're looking at to see the $8 or the $5 you're rightly talking about?
Now, if you see, wait, let me show you this trade I took this morning that I did 20 to 300, right? Look at the margin.
All right.
Yeah, I just sent it to the group now. You can see the balance was $20, right? Then you can see the margin. Is the margin I am focused on. So I went full margin on this trade. So if I had used like $10, if I had stacked till my margin showed $10, I think I'll be up just around $200. I will just make around $200. But I wanted to use this thing, what do I call it? Full margin. I wanted to go full margin. So I just stacked till my margin was $18. Because any slight retracement on this trade, because it was a sniper entry, any slight retracement on this trade would have taken me out. You understand?
Yeah, because you've used $18 out of the $20.
Exactly. So I'm risking like all of it. So in case of once there's a drawdown, now why I say you should use 40%, 35% is if your margin is $7 and you have $20 capital, that means you are risking like $7 in your trade. So in case of drawdown, the market might just go to minus 18 or minus 17, and then it might go back in play, and then you might end up back in profit. So you understand. But with this kind of margin that I use, $18, if a 5 minutes candlestick just reversed, like just retraced a little bit, I would have been stopped out. You understand? So that's it. So it's more riskier. Like there's more risk when you're trading with when you're trying to flip, when you're trying to stack. You understand? Because now on a normal day, your stop loss needs to be here, the safest place. This is where your stop loss needs to be, right? Then you target here. This is where your stop loss needs to be. So there's room for your stop loss to breathe. You understand? But me, if I'm taking a confirmation, my stop loss will be above the candle of that candlestick formation. Are you understanding? Okay, guys. So I can see that there's a setup here, but personally, this is not a trade I would take. This is not a trade I would take. I don't take all this kind of trades. I don't take all this kind of trade. It might play out, but I don't take trades like this. So I think someone like had the idea about this sell, but not a trade I would take, sure. But someone said 150S is around POI. Is it 150S? 150S. V50S, and I think someone posted in the group that okay, V100S. V100S. Did I send out the signal? 1 minute, please. Okay, you're asking why I wouldn't take this trade. I like my POI clear. Like I want to see that my POI, my sweep of liquidity is very, very clear. Because if I go on the 3 minutes time frame, I will see it clearly, but I don't trust the 1 minute time frame. I don't trust the 3 minutes time frame. Okay, look at this sweep of liquidity. It's so tiny.
It's so tiny, yeah.
So freaking tiny. Like I can't trust this. You hardly see it on the 5 minutes time frame. I can't trust that. So you can see. But if you
This
look
is
at
probably
this,
what you call a C plus setup.
yeah, this is a C plus setup. I wouldn't take a trade like that. I wouldn't take a trade like that. So you just want to make sure that all your setups are A plus. So even if you are losing, you know that you are losing necessarily, not unnecessarily. Now you can see this sweep. This sweep is clear. This is a clear sweep.
Very.
This is a clear sweep. So that's what it is. Now let's look at that V100S. Since V100S is in the POI, let's see if there's a confirmation there. And maybe we can like take it together or something. I don't know. V100S.
Can you run like a top down on this V100S?
Okay, now let's go to the daily time frame. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see where price is coming from. Because you need to know where price is coming from.
Exactly.
So now you notice that this has been in an uptrend. This has been an uptrend, yeah. So price is currently rejecting from this QMR here. The QMR here. Because there's a sweep of liquidity here. If you notice there's a sweep of liquidity here, right? Then this then becomes a protected eye. This then becomes a protected eye. Now there's a break of structure here. So what's price trying to do? Price is trying to go here to sell off, which it has already sold off from this candle. Look at this rejection here.
True.
There's a rejection here. Okay, so you know that okay, price is rejecting from this zone. So let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time. Okay, good. Good. We can see another sweep of liquidity here. There's a sweep of liquidity here. Right? There's a break of structure here. This is the 4 hours time frame. There's a break of structure here. Price gave us this liquidity to be taken out. Right? They will know that okay, price is gonna come back here. So let's use this as our POI. Price is gonna come back here. Then sell off. So price might so this I feel this sell might not, this sell-off might not hold. So price might actually go and do something like this, tap into this place, and then this is where to start selling off from. Okay, that's why top-down analysis is very important because the higher time frame they are more stronger than the lower time frame. So let's just keep our charts clean. Let's keep our chart clean. Let's take this out. Because if you notice, this is a fair value gap. This is what I always like want. This is what I'm teaching in my mentorship. This is a fair value gap that this price rejected from. You guys know what fair value gap is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Price is rejected from this fair value gap. But now also there's a demand level here that price is actually reacting from currently. This demand level. If you check the first video I dropped in the inner circle, you guys will remember that I always talked about supply and demand. So price might actually buy from here all the way from here to this place, ignoring your setup. Price might actually come here. Let's take this out. Let's take this out. So you can see the top-down analysis. You can see this bullish candle. You can see how massive it is. So you know that the pressure choke, the bullish pressure, the bullish presence is massive. Okay, so you might just see another candle just form here like this. Another bullish candle just form here. Another bullish candle just form here again like this. Okay, so that's why I always wait for my confirmation before I take any trade. Now let's go to the 30 minutes time frame. Let's see what's happening. Now on the 30 minutes time frame, look at this, guys. Are you guys seeing my screen? Please, if you are seeing my screen clearly, let me know.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, good. So now this is 30 minutes time frame, right? Look at what happened here. Look at this. So let me bust your brain. See, there's a sweep of liquidity here, right?
Yeah.
Then this becomes a strong low, right?
Yeah.
Then there's this liquidity here again to be taken out. So what has price done? Price has taken out this liquidity. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wait. Price has taken out this liquidity. Yeah. So it has tapped into it. So what's price expected to do? Price is expected to start buying from here all the way to this high. The exact place that price was coming from. Then let's say stop loss here. You can see what's happening. Can you guys see what's happening? So if you are anticipating a sell, price is most likely going to invalidate your sell. Right? Was it a sell setup? Let me see. Yeah, it's a sell setup now. So you can see that price will invalidate this sell. Because now price has already tapped into this 30 minutes this POI here, giving you a confirmation on the 5 minutes time frame. Okay, so price might just keep buying and buying till it gets to this place. Price might keep buying till it gets here, or let's say this high might take out this high. Okay, so let's keep going to the lower and lower time frame. Let's see.
Most likely take out the high.
It's gonna take out that high if it keeps going like this. See how massive the bullish pressure is. You can see that it has already even, like, it's almost stopping you out from this trade already. You can see everything is happening live. This is a live session. Okay, so if you had like set limits there, price would have taken you out from this trade. What's up with my network now? Okay, can you see? So if you had done this, oh God, can you guys hear me? My network is bad. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can hear you.
So if you had done this, let's say you took this as your sweep of liquidity, and then this then becomes your strong eye, then you use this as liquidity to be taken out. Then price stops you out. You'll be like, why did price stop me out? But I did everything correct. Sometimes that's why you need to go on the higher time frame to see what's happening, to look at where price is coming from. Sure, you can see. So this would have been like your entry for this short sell. This would have been your entry. But price, your stop loss would be here. Your stop loss will be there. Let's say your liquidity will be here. Then you can see what's happening. You'll be in massive drawdown already. If you are stacking, you will be like your trade will be closed already by now. But if we go on the 5 minutes time frame, we can still wait to see if we can get a confirmation. Wait, let me see. So let's just wait to see if we get a confirmation. So all these kind of trades, they are risky trades, but sometimes they play out. So you want to make sure you are risking not your life savings on this trade. You want to make sure you are risking safe on this trade.
Be more conservative.
Yes, you understand. There are trades, because this is not an A+ setup. Okay, this is not an A+ setup. So if you are risking on this trade, you know that.
Yeah.
See, there was even a buy setup here. See, look at this sweep of liquidity here. Price already swept this liquidity. Gave us a sweep of liquidity here. This is not a mentorship program, but I'm still teaching you guys as if it's mentorship. Okay, and I'm not gonna pay for mentorship. You'll be acquiring free knowledge. Look at this buy. So if price is already buying from here, then you know that price is supposed to do what? Take out this high. You can see what's happening, guys.
Yeah.
You can see what's happening.
Well, you've always pointed out, if you don't spot the liquidity,
you become the liquidity, bro. Can you guys see?
So,
Price has taken everyone out.
And truth is, price is fractal. It's a matter of
fractal,
you
bro.
deciding on when. Sorry?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Price is actually fractal. It depends on where you think you're comfortable enough in taking your trades, you know.
Exactly.
And that is why the top-down analysis is very beautiful.
Very, very key. You guys can see how we did the whole top-down analysis from the daily time frame to the 5 minutes time frame. Now you can see what's happening. So if you had entered here in this zone, you would have been stopped out. This would have been your entry, right? This would have been your stop loss would be out. See, it's already taking you out. There's no coming back from that. So now you've just saved yourself a loss this morning from this lecture alone. From this session, you've already saved yourself a loss. That's why I don't use sell limits. That's why I don't use buy limits. If I had placed my sell limit around here, let's assume I placed my sell limit here. I just say, okay, let me go out. Then before I come back, market already stopped me out because this would have been my ideal stop loss. I think you guys can see. So that is how the market is every single day. Okay. So if you are taking this buy, this would have your TP would have already been smashed. If you are taking this buy. Now look at this. We have a confirmation here for this buy already. This would have been my confirmation. You see this candlestick here?
The close of that bullish candle.
Yeah. You see this bullish candle? I would have entered here naturally, right? But then I would be like, this thing has already gone too far. Let me see if I would have a little bit retracement. So price will then retrace. Then give you this right here. You know that, okay, price has closed above this. Price has closed above this. Then this right here will be my entry. Then my stop loss.
You know, this, sorry for interrupting. This block right here is the order block. So this place has been mitigated, right? So you cannot use this place as an order block again.
You mean this zone?
Yes, that zone. It has been mitigated already, Abi.
This is a POI that has been mitigated. But price, don't be surprised. Price will still, like, if price has not done this, price might still go up like this. Come back again, retest this same order block, this POI, they still move to the upside. It happens sometimes. Okay, but you can see the bullish pressure here. See, there was no single retracement. Like, no single retracement, no drawdown. Price just kept skyrocketing. Wim, till it smashed TP. So this would have been the trade. Okay.
Oh, sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah.
This thing you just shared right now, that's been the reason why I've blown like 3 accounts at zero, because usually when you give signals, I would just, sometimes the trade would have probably left, and then where it retraced, I would just start buy, expecting this stuff to start buying instead of retracing, and then my account would just have blown off on a $10 or $15 account. And I mean, I just got the answer right from what you just said right now.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Good. If you're welcome. If you want to start, right, make sure your entry, like me personally, if I had this trade initially and I wanted to start, but I've already missed it, maybe price has already gone all the way up here. Yeah, right. I'm ignoring that trade. I'm not expecting whether price moves, gives me a pullback or stuff. I'm not taking that trade. I want to take my trade from the exact entry from my confirmation candlestick. That is where I want to take my trade from. If price leaves me, then I know that, okay, that's it for that day. There are more opportunities. Okay, there are more opportunities. So guys, please, if you have more questions, you can ask. So I hope you guys saw this trade live and you guys did not lose money from this trade, from this sell.
Yeah.
My question is that why are you so good like this?
Juju now. You know nothing now, Juju.
It's experience. No worry, it's experience. If you did my mentorship, bro, trust me.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry. I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, was this session recorded? Maybe something
it's
recorded,
so I will send it out. Don't worry.
Thank you very much.
But
I think
I
I
want to ask. I want to ask. You. There's something you said. I think I listened to one of your voice notes when you said, and you also do it where you would just put let's say $20 to trade. You understand, to go for margin or something.
Yeah.
Like in a situation whereby
there are different setups like this. Like, let's say, for example, you're putting only $11 to trade, and then another setup comes on. You trade that $11, and how do you handle that kind of situation, please?
Now, you see, one thing about me is that I can't really like multitask naturally, sure. But when it comes to trading, it also applies to my trading. I can't like monitor 2 trades at the same time. So I want to make sure that I'm going for the most quality. Like I want to make sure that okay, out of all these setups, like in a day, I can have up to 30 setups. I used to see like 30 setups or more in a day, but I just send out the ones that are of more quality. You understand? So if I see that okay, I have 30 setups, which one should I be going for? Then I do my top-down analysis. I won't do top-down analysis for you guys, no, because I'm not mentoring you. It's just a signal group. A normal signal group will be having
you're in a type
right now. Do you understand? A normal signal group will not be showing you guys how to enter, how to do these Zoom sessions and all that. No, that's for mentorship. But I'm just doing it out of I just like people being profitable when it comes to trading, because I know what I've experienced in trading so far. I know what I've suffered. I know how much I've spent for signals alone. In the year 2021, I think I spent over $4,000 joining signal groups. I paid $100, $200, $300, paid, but there was no result. So I don't want a situation whereby you
Jesus, sorry.
Why are you telling me sorry?
That's
little. Mentorship alone. Ask Bolu. If Bolu is here, I remember telling him I spent over $10,000 for mentorship. That same, I think 2021 stroke 2022. $10,000. Yes, I've paid people 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 500, 500, 300. I could count, but there was no result. Not until I paid for this DAX mentorship, $2,000. You can see. So I also paid $2,000. So imagine the ones I've paid for before. So that's how it is. I also paid for a mentorship again recently, $2,000. Before this is after DAX when I paid $2,000 for someone else's mentorship, but it didn't really go well. But then I paid another $2,000 again because I know what I'm looking for. So I won't say that I know everything. It's not possible. You can never know the market in total. You understand? So that is how it is. You need to be able to make sacrifices. Like Kanayo said, learn to make sacrifices. Because if you don't make sacrifices in this life, you won't make it.
So, boss, basically, you're saying, I mean, your mentorship. So, I would still ask you this question again for mentorship. But because
sure.
I'm just a little bit confused with that whole, because I'll start trading by January, you understand? I'm just been observing and all of that, you understand? So that's why I was asking, because if there are different setups, how can you like go full margin with the what you have on the account? Let's say you don't load like $10, $15, $20 and all of that, but just like you said, you choose the best setup and go for.
Now you can still choose the best setup and you still lose. And why the highest risk setup will play out, and let's say the C+ setup will play out, and the A+ setup will fuck you up. Do you know there are situations like that?
Sure, definitely.
You can never know which one will play out. You can never know. But your own is that, okay, you trust your analysis. This is an A+ setup. So it's meant to play out, right? So, but what will save you is your risk management. What will save you is your risk management. Do you understand? So if I have $20, let's say $20 is the only capital I have. I want to risk $20 for a trade, right? I want to risk $20 for a trade. No, not a trade. If I have $10 capital, I'm going to be risking $5 for each trade, because I'm going to be taking 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to be taking 4 trades. Okay, I know that, okay, if I risk $5 for this trade, if I lose it, I have like $15 left, right? If I lose the next one, I will know that, okay, I have $10 left. Then if I make the next one, I know that $5 will be giving me up to like, let's say $50 or $80, or let's say $60. So that's recovered my losses, and that has added more to my profits. Okay, so now I have more capital to trade. So I don't go all in with my capital. But if I have $100 capital, I'm risking $20 per trade. Okay, because now you don't know which one would play out well, which one will give you the most profit. You understand? You don't know which one you take a loss on. You might have 5 A+ setups, but the market condition might just mess the whole thing up, and you might lose 3 out of the 2. Then if you get it 2, maybe your capital is $100, you are risking $20 per trade. You lost 3 trades already. That is 2 for 6. That's $60 lost already. I think this happened to me like 2 weeks ago. I think I had $100. Then I lost 3 trades in a row. I won't say the last one I lost it, because the last one it did not reach the exact stop loss. It just took me out from my confirmation candlestick. Okay, so that wasn't really a loss. So I just took a loss because I was using full margin for that trade. But I had $100 capital, so I lost the first trade. I had $80 left. I lost the second trade. I had how much left? $60 left. Then I think I lost the third trade. Then I had $40 left. So the $40 that I had left, I used another $20 to trade again, and that $20 gave me around $300 something that day. So that I was already up 340 from after taking 3 losses. I made back $340 from the $300 from the market, and I was done for that day. So you can imagine, assuming I had lost $20 the first time, then I say, oh, I want to get my money back. Then I risked $40 for the next trade, and I lost the $40. I'll be down how much? Let's say I don't know math, please. $40 plus $20, that's $60, right? I'll be down $60, left with $40. Then I say, okay, this next trade, I want to go all in. Anything that wants to happen, let it happen. Then I go all in. $40 gone. All my capital gone. That's not how you trade, man. That's not how you trade. So you want to ensure you are sticking to risk management. So now I've made what? I've made $300 this morning. If I want to trade again, I can easily risk $20. It won't affect me. Even if I lose it, I can easily risk it. I can risk $100 if I decide if I want to. I'll be left with $200. Okay, so this is one thing you guys to know. It's not the chart analysis that will make you profitable. It's your psychology behind it and your risk management